Neighborhood Grant Program is a matching fund for Burien community members. It was created to support and encourage projects that foster a sense of community and create community improvements for the benefit of all Burien residents. The Neighborhood Grant is a matching grant program that provides up to $5,000 for eligible community improvement projects. And the goal of this grant program is to encourage projects that foster a sense of community as well as create community improvements. So you might be thinking, what is funded? A range of projects are eligible for grant funding through the Neighborhood Grants program. For example, tree planting and tree maintenance. This may include activities such as watering, mulching, or the removal of harmful plant species, as well as projects that propose physical improvements to park trailheads or bus shelters. Implementation of an environmental or sustainability project also qualifies for funding. For example, this could be the development of a composting program or the creation of a community garden. Installation of public amenities are also eligible, where you could possibly install a historical marker or maybe even a bench. Last, community-based public events are also eligible for funding and can include educational events or celebrations. Really, anything that brings neighbors together, provided that the event is free and open for all. With that being said, let's start talking requirements. The program is a matching grant program, which means there is a matching requirement. Projects must match the grant amount with equally valued contribution of local resources such as labor, materials, professional services, or cash. Projects must be located in the city of Burien and must provide a specific and direct benefit to the Burien community. Additionally, 2 or more Burien community members from separate households are required to participate in the improvement project. Please note that neighborhood residents who will be involved with the project are required to be directly involved at all phases. Projects must also demonstrate neighborhood support with approval from adjacent property owners. Projects demonstrating strong neighborhood support will be looked upon more favorably during the project selection process. Low maintenance for the project is also required, which will mean that the project will not require continual city monitoring. Community improvement projects are required to be publicly accessible. This means they must be located on publicly accessible property, so for example, a public right-of-way, public park, or places where community organizations meet and operate. Community improvement projects must be free and open to the public to access. Projects must appoint a neighborhood coordinator who will serve as the liaison between the city and the neighborhood. Last, it's important to note that projects that have not received funding will be given priority and consideration. Now that you understand the requirement, let's take a look at some previous projects. One of the 2022 Neighborhood Grant recipients was at the Big Picture School. This involved the restoration of a newly planted forest grove through invasive species removal and replanting of trees that had died. It also involved ongoing maintenance and education opportunities for students. And in this project's case, their matching contribution was both materials supplied for the invasive species removal and the tree planting, as well as student-teacher volunteer hours. Additionally, the projects that you see here were also funded through the Neighborhood Grant Program. If you're interested in learning more, please visit our Community Hub page where you can see all of the previously awarded projects. There are a few important dates to keep in mind throughout the year. Typically, the first round of applications will open in mid-February. At the beginning of April, the application round will close, and thereafter applications will be accepted on a rolling basis and are subject to available funding. From April to May, the first round of applicants will meet with the city to refine their project scope and clarify any missing information. Project selection will occur in May with a target project completion by December 31st. Thank you for taking the time to learn about the Neighborhood Matching Grant Program. If there are any questions, please reach out via email at planning@burienwa.gov, or you can visit the webpage for the grant program that's at burienwa.gov/neighborhoodgrants, or you can scan the QR code on the right side of the screen. We are so excited to see your applications and proposals for awesome community improvement projects, and we can't wait to see what the next grant cycle brings.